Stampers, this is Karen Phillip. I'm a Stampin' Up Demonstrator, and I'm pleased to show you how to make these cards. And my technique today is how to get this color on an embossed image so that it's pretty even. So these are 3 cards that I've made using this cute stamp set in the mini catalog for 2022. It says catch you later. So we have our partridges, monkeys, and cat and fish. I'm doing this card today. But these are just so fun. For the outline of each of these, I did use the diorama dies, and they are all in different shapes, but they do nest together nicely. So let's get started. There's 2 ways to do this technique. You can do it with your embossing machine, and you can also do it with just taking ink directly to the paper. And that's what we'll do today, but I'll tell you how to do the other. So I'm using this new embossing folder. It's in the mini catalog. It's called the gingham embossing folder. And this is what it looks like, but this is what it looks like in the catalog, so you really can't tell really what that design is. So I had to get it and try this out. The first way you can put the color onto the folder is take a plain sheet of paper and open up your folder. Typically the Stampin' Up logo would be the side that you would ink, and this sometimes takes a little experimentation. You'll take your ink pad, just tap it all over that side of the embossing folder, put your piece of paper in there gently, just set it down, close it up, and run it through the machine, and the result will be like this. So that's one way to do it. And sometimes it gets extra holes, or not holes, it fills in the colors you don't always want, but so will this technique. So it takes a little bit of experimenting to get the look that you want, but this is how it can turn out. This particular embossing folder is the same on both sides. So this is for club members. Theirs are already embossed, so they can learn how to do this themselves and have this design. I'm taking a piece of scrap paper because it gets a little messy. So I'm going to experiment on my little one first. And this goes on the little card that you get in your kit. So I'm using Misty Moonlight. This is fairly newly re-inked, and most people, what I found when they were doing this, they would put their ink pad, let's see if I can show this on camera, so they would put their ink pad like this, and it would be up, so it wouldn't be a flat thing. So what I found worked the best is pretty much setting this down onto your paper and grabbing it and just sliding it down until you get the desired look. So I'll do this one wrong. So this one I'm putting my hand up and trying to ink it up. And what happens is you get ink in all of the little squares, not just the embossed up ones, but the down ones too. And that's not what we want. We want to just slide it flat. My thing is completely flat. And I'm not touching the top of it at all or lifting it up. I'm just sliding it over. And that's how you get the look. The design will be kind of varied. It may not be perfect, but that's okay. This is stamping. We don't want everything perfect. But again, if you just set it down and slide it back, you get the best result, depending on how dark you want it. But you just don't want to press down. That one I must have pressed down. My ink is kind of running out already. I had a class with this. But that's how you do it. So I'm going to use that side. And basically that's all it is to get this look. And you can do this on any kind of embossing folders, not just this particular one. Then it's just assembling the card. And I did, where's my kit? It's a white piece of cardstock. Here we go. And we have our little cat. And I can show you how I colored it. It goes really quick, so that's why I'm showing you. I'm using Cajun Craze to color my fish. And he just gets colored in. It's pre-stamped. And then the water, again, well, this is Pool Party. I'm not shading it at all, it doesn't need it. But I will shade the cat. So I'm using the light, is this Smoky Slate? No, this one's light gray granite. And quickly go over the whole thing. Usually you do the light and the dark. And for this particular one, you want to make sure that you color inside the bowl because he's looking through it. So it's a clear bowl. Simple as that. This part right here is where you want to make sure that you color that too. Then you take your dark gray granite, and I just pretty much did it where these little shadow marks are. And then you'll take your light again and go over it, and lightly where they meet, just sort of blend it. And then you'll have a nice shadowed look. That's it for coloring. That's why I thought I could do that real quickly for you. We'll put that onto our image here, or our like outline. But these diorama things make a nice background instead of the normal square. And then this just gets mounted onto the card with glue dots or dimensionals. And then they have a bunch of different sentiments in this set. And this one says, I'll always be there for you. And as you can see, they have it like it's a 2-liner. And I just cut it apart and made it a 3-liner. I thought that was more fun. And you can do this with all of these. Just put a different, just cut them apart and make it a little more interesting. So that's it for doing this embossing folder image. Inking is what I'm calling it. So thanks for watching and have a great day.